Alright, so let's tackle bar chords. Dare we? Yes, we dare. So let's talk about what barring means. Barring is, you'll probably hear it used not just in bar chords, but in a couple of different ways. Basically, when you bar something, you're using one finger to press down more than one string on the same fret. So let's look at an example of what you already know. F. Let's look at F. We use 3 fingers to play F, but there are 4 strings involved. So we are using our ring finger to play this note, our middle finger to play this note, but we're using our index finger to play these other 2 notes, these 2 strings. So you could say we're barring the B and the E string on the 1st fret with our index finger. That's a bar. So there's 4 strings being played with 3 fingers because we're barring 2 of the strings with 1 finger. And you can bar up to 6 strings with pretty much any of your fingers. I mean, depending on what you're playing, it's going to be, like, I'm going to give an example like this chord here. If you play the whole thing, you're using your middle finger to bar the low E and the A string, your ring finger to play these 3 strings, and we're putting down our index finger on that. You'll see me do that a lot. So that's an example of barring, right? So there you go. That's what a bar is. That's what barring means. Sometimes there will be weird chords, I can't remember right now, where you'll be barring maybe 2 strings with your pinky. You know, the B and the E string with your pinky. And I forget what the shape is or what the chord is. It doesn't matter. That's what barring means. So let's look at this chord. And let's not even think of the name of the chord. Let's just look at the chord. It's in an open position. Why? Because there's strings that are being played in this chord that don't have our finger on it. They're open. Right? So remember last time we tried to bring it up and it didn't sound right. It sounded kind of cool, you know, but it doesn't sound right. So we can, if we wanted to bring all of the strings up 1, well, 3 of the strings already have our finger on them, so we know that that's closed and that we can move it up 1. Right? I'm just playing those 3 that I have my finger on. So what about these open strings here? These last 3 strings, or the low E and the B and the E. How do we bring those notes up? We have to bring those up with these notes to get the sound that we want. So that's 6 strings that we have to press down. Well, we only have 4 fingers that we can use to put down on the strings. And there's 6 strings that we're trying to bring up here. We're trying to bring up these 3, and we're also trying to bring up we're bringing all these up 1 fret. So we want to bring the low E string up 1 fret, and we want to bring this up 1 fret, and we want to bring this up 1 fret, so that they can all go up 1 fret. So because we don't have 6 fingers to work with, we have to use our index finger to bar these open strings. Then we can free up our other 3 fingers to play that shape. So normally we play it like this, but we need to free up this finger so that we can bring up these open strings up 1 fret. So we use these 3 fingers to play that same shape. And then when we move them up 1, we can put down our index finger so that we can bring all the open strings up 1 fret too. So we bring these up 1 fret, and to bring up the open strings, we put down our bar. That's why it's called a bar chord. And I'm finished with this video.